This conference will now be recorded.
So we were designing templates yesterday for the email marketing. I mean, you can more or less, take the what existing templates are there and work on that. It's better to keep it cohesive in the sense most of your design should relate to what your branding is. So if you have a certain pattern on your Facebook or what have you done so far? Facebook, and if you have Instagram and Google My Business or even your business card, um, whatever you have, I mean, what your basic branding, just keep it cohesive so it matches with what you're doing. So when you reach out to people, it should be more or less like something familiar than an outsider trying to talk to them. Okay? So that's one thing. uh, so once that was done yesterday, we had done some templates. Okay. Here I don't have anything. I think that should be another login. So we were designing the templates yesterday. Once you design and you keep, save it, you should have your templates here in case you have a paid account and you have your purchases here. If not, you can come here and I'll just take an existing template today. Okay, this section is your ongoing campaigns, what you have done. Intro mail. Okay, I'll just show that again. So you start with create email template, get started. Okay, choose layout. I think the rest are paid.
We're
Okay, okay, yeah, I'll do it.
not able to view the
Yeah,
PPT.
yeah. Sorry, I'll. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any lags, please let me know. So more or less, if this is the home page of MailChimp, we go to create option, email. You can take plain, regular, or template. Let's take template. We spent a lot of time yesterday on designing, so I'll just take an existing template today and let's go ahead. So choose the layout, or I said if you have themes which you've already done, this is where you design the themes and layout. You can make an announcement, tell a story. I think these are only two things which are available in the free mode right now. Okay, I think showcase your product. Okay, everything is a preset here where you just need to add in your content to this. It can be from text, your logo. By now, that's the reason I asked you if you have worked on your Canva, the designing part of it will be very easy. So I'll add in what I have right now. I should be having this list. So click on that. Every editing option what you get will be on the right side. Okay. Replace. Find your content. Let me see if I have this list. Yeah, this is the one. And if you'd like to work on a border or increase and decrease the size, it's here. Set the logo as how much you prefer. You can add in a border. and round off the corners. Okay, these are basically blocks. This is an image block. Then you have a text block. You have a button here, and you can connect your social media handles as well. So I've added in the logo for now. Let me edit this. Let's see digital edge. Also, if you looking for models there, correct. I'll take this. So more or less, like I told you, how you have it in your MS Office. The layout is like that. You can work on your text and size of the font, color. If you're familiar with MS Office, this is quite very easy. Okay. I'll use learning instead. Learn digital marketing. From industry experts. I need just one or two lines what I'm saying. And let me decrease the font here. Let me center this and highlight. So this is a CTA what they have there, and you can link it to your site, or you can add in a form, or a landing page here. So you start getting those data, the database. I mean, you would have already got it here. So here you can direct them to your website. For this example, let me take NICT. And when you come here, you get this option as if you don't find the two images where you need to edit, it's in form of columns here, column 1 and column 2. I'll just leave I'll leave the text as it is. I'll just add in a few images now, so that we can save some time today and go ahead with other topics. So download two images. I'll just paste them here. I already have some here. Okay. There's some problem here with the image. You can go back. I hope it's all saved there. It's still uploading. Okay. So similarly, you can come to this block here and edit and paste the URL of your social media. Okay, I think I'm saying okay. So that's another step which you can do, but I'll just skip it for now. And here, keep this option open. Okay. Want to change how you receive these mails? Can you update? This should always be in the footer. Make sure it's on. And copyright added to your company's name. Okay, all these terms and conditions. I've done a bit of it today because I don't want to extend further on this. I'm sure by now you have an idea. What I suggest is if you have worked on a theme before, your logo, the color, just keep it same, and that is carried forward on all your platforms. Save and exit. Save the template. I'll say digital edge, intro mail. And choose a template. Now all campaigns. You go back to create now, and this time you can choose the template what you worked on. Design email. So this is the template, and here I have another tab open for that. So here from here add from have your business mail ID here. I'm using mine for the example. Okay, subject. So there are two fields here. One is the subject, one is the preview text. And I'm sure, let's see if I can log in now. Just give me a minute. So you can see here there's a subject line and the preview text. And similarly, we'll be doing the same here. And when subject lines are given, be really careful. Okay, it says it's already suggesting few things how it's to be done. It says try not to use more than 9 words. Try not to use more than one emoji. Avoid using more than 60 characters, and avoid using more than 3 punctuation marks. So this basically, if you don't do it, the chances of it going into the spam of a person's email account. And yeah, so here the different ways of writing subject lines and how do you want to reach them. Because here we have the concept of the open rate, like how many people uh, will eventually open the email you send and read it. So the subject line have to be very specific and clear. So here they have ends today extra 35% off. Okay, and this is the preview. Final day and extra today only. See, one, you should create an urgency and they should be able to, they should be open. At the same time, uh, it should not be very, what do you say, uh, aggressive in a way, in a sales way, where using that's why they mentioned here these certain things. Don't use more than 9 words, emojis, and characters. So keep it simple but very specific. So that was an introductory mail. So I can say, or a welcome mail. I'll make it a welcome mail. This like that. Okay, save, and then the content. Okay, the main part here was edit recipients. Who? Okay, so I'll just send this and then again show you how do you do your audience. Yeah, how do you add it? I think this already has one. Here you can add individually, create contacts, or if you have it in a CSV format and Excel format, you have to export it to CSV, something like this, and then it's easy for you to keep it aligned. Like even you ask first name, second name, tags, birthday, and all these details. So I have the saved audience here already. Design email. So come to save templates. So whatever you worked so far, you can select, continue. Okay. Some editing I have to do. It says next use. Okay. There's certain text already in that. You can't make use of the preset. We just make that existing changes there. I'll just put this length. Because it will take a lot of time to type in this. That's column 1 and column 2. Anything else it will ask me for? Let me try this time. Okay. That's it. And we here have an option like we were scheduling the post. We can schedule your mails as well. Okay. To do this, you need to upgrade. You need to go for the purchase version. So, so there I've taken out 10 subscribers. I'll just show you quickly how to do that now. Let's see if I get the edit option, and it's out there. I've just taken 10 as an option here. You can do it in thousands and hundreds. Like I showed you, each what do you say? Each product you have there, you can send accordingly. Some have a limit. Let me go to the home page. Okay, this is the audience section. So what have been added so far, it's going to be displayed here. Let me try removing them. So then you go to add, see here, add subscriber. That's done on individual basis. Like you go in and do every detail, but if you're doing it on a bulk basis, import contacts, they'll ask you from other service, copy paste. Like it'll give you a existing spreadsheet where you need to copy paste your details from the Excel format. Or if you have something in advance, okay, like we were speaking about trade shows and existing customers, however, our source. And if you have a landing page website, you would have got even a Google form. So you would have got all the database. So if you save it to a CSV format from the Excel, will bring you here. So let me find that file. Upload. Continue to organize. Here you need to make some changes. Okay, subscribe, non-subscribe, unsubscribe. Okay, take it as a subscribe. So they fall under that list. And sometime next, soon you're working on another campaign. You added that. Okay, update any existing contacts. So if any imported contacts are already in your audience, they'll automatically replace the information with data from your import. You can add a tag here. Welcome mail. So this is just a section you need to work on. Just number, name, email address, and this as well. So here, if you already taken copy and paste, you could have pasted in this format. Now I've taken importing from the CSV file. I need to make little changes here. How to cancel. Okay, I'll just give a random one from here. birthday, phone number. You can add in the details later. I think that should be good. Finalize import. Okay. And say 12 contacts to be updated. Thumbnail audience. Okay. Complete import. That's how it's done. And again, you go back to campaign. You can start a campaign once it's uploaded. So that was welcome mail. So what would be in the CSV file would have got updated here in your contacts. And next time you select, just make sure what tag is there. So they get added up here. Okay. So going ahead, you have other options here as well. You can do sign up forms. You can do survey segment. Let's see if we have a landing page. So there are a lot of options here. You can put in some time and see this. I'm covering the topics which are necessary right now. See email. What you need to give it a go is now create an email, design a format, and then add in I mean whoever contacts you have, and send in a mail, a test mail. So the same way, I think more or less this comes in upgrade plans, retargeting ads. But if you want to create anything, just come here, create, and you get the options. You can even create a website here. We'll do a landing page for now. Okay, name of your landing page. I'll say digital edge. Hopefully it has the audience. And the same similar way, you can select a template here. Lead generation, accept payments. Even they have a one template for artists, musicians. I'll take something very simple. And once we do this, they give us a link which we can share on a social media um, to get that data. Okay, I'll add in the previously taken logo here. Insert, reduce it a bit. Put a headline here. Academy Institute. Okay. Reduce the font size so it falls in the same line. See, Control A. 26 should be good. Yeah. You can say just add a few lines about the company. First headline, and if they would like to subscribe, you can ask them to give in the email address below. So once they do that, they come into your subscribe list. Let me see if I can pull something up from other social media sites. Pull up something for the description here. New batches. You can have a last line, digital academy, finance, institution, blah blah blah. E-profile, e-provide. Okay, let me make it provide. Okay. New batches starting soon. Enroll now. Send contact. Okay, so enroll now. Enroll now by or what can I use? Enroll now by providing a mail ID, something like that. Okay, save and close. So this being a very small one, you're not seeing an entire canvas there, but this is just for an example. You can go in and see what are the other templates there and make use of it. But your URL will be like this, which you can share it. Okay, publish, and it gives you the URL. And this is functional right away. You can place it anywhere. So the minute they click on this, you get this, landing page, and they start giving you the information. So here you can add, you can ask their email, or if it's a special location near a restaurant or uh, if a cafe, you can add in, you can take in details of the birthday on special dates. So like that, you get start getting details from the customer. And this again, You create the list, audience list, and then you start sending the email campaign. So it's more or less like this, this structure, how this goes. First, you need to be there, be visible, and then get the contacts, and then get in touch. Or send mails. I think this should be it. This took a lot of time yesterday, and some technical issues also we had. So that brings us to email, end of email marketing and landing page. So today we'll be starting Twitter marketing. So let's take a 10-minute break and be back for it. So the second half will be Twitter. So I've created some content, so it shouldn't take much time today. I'll show you how it is and how can you work on Twitter marketing. What is Twitter all about? So interesting subject. Let's take a 10-minute break and be back. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's continue. So, something more interesting topic right now, Twitter. How many of you have a Twitter account here, and how active are you? The ones who are already active and have an account, just type one in the comment section. Okay, we're back for the session again. So I'm asking the ones who already have Twitter accounts, just type one in the comment section. I'm sure some of you might have it already. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's assume none of you have it, though you might. I hope the screen is visible now.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. So another social media we're covering today, and it's Twitter marketing for business. So the bird, what you see here is the logo, and it has a small history behind it. So it's called Larry, and it's been called so because Larry is being named after the NBA player Larry Bird. It's called Larry Bird, and he played for the home state of one of the Twitter founders. So that's a small story behind why it's called Larry. Going ahead about Twitter. See, Twitter was created on a playground. It was more like group of friends who got together in a very casual and friendly setting. So it's an idea. They say it's an idea so simple that you don't even think about it, and you just try. So Twitter is a social media platform where people just present their opinions without two thoughts about it. Here when we're creating a post or a content and all that, we think what goes well, what should be there. But Twitter is more, free flowing platform where people express, and everything is in the present here. So Facebook, if you post, it's going to be something which has happened or yet to happen, but Twitter is right now, and it's also called today's SMS. The internet version of what we have SMS. Okay. So that was the moment of the inspiration that turned into a multi-billion-dollar company. Okay, at Twitter, Twitter didn't send its first tweet until service was 478 days old. So their first Twitter post was held back till 478 days. There's some facts which I'll be reading out, and then we'll get into creating the account and what is to be done, what is to be said. 3 years, 2 months, 1 day is the time it took for the first billionth tweet. Okay, so imagine the scale and the fame it gained over time and short period of time, that too, just 3 years, 2 months, and 1 day. So Twitter won't allow you to follow more than 2,000 unless you have 2,000 followers. So it basically says if you have around 2,000 followers, and then you can follow more than 2,000 people. So there's a certain limit they have set. Going ahead, Twitter, like I told you, Twitter is also called the SMS of the internet. It's instant, like right now. And Twitter was founded in 2006. So its CEO is called Jack Dorsey. So it's a combination of instant messages, it's more than blogging, you can say micro blogging and SMS. So first look of Twitter, so how it all looked then. So Twitter is not a substitute for Facebook. Okay, there's a small comparison here, Facebook and Twitter. So Facebook, you have friends, and Twitter, you have followers. Facebook's algorithm decides who get to see. In Twitter, you get to see all the posts if you're following someone. And Facebook is personal, Twitter is public. So in Facebook, you create a post, and Twitter, you tweet. Facebook has likes, and Twitter, you have favorite. You have share and retweet. Retweet. You have messenger, and here you have direct message. DM. So one unique feature about Twitter is it has limited characters, where Facebook is unlimited characters. This is a small difference what you see from Facebook and Twitter. And see if why limited characters and all this. One other thing is in Twitter, once you post, I don't think so you can edit it. It can only be deleted, and then you have to create a new one. So see here, they say idea so simple that you don't even think about it, you just write. So it's instantaneous. They think of something and it's on Twitter. Okay, it's not just your friends telling you what they ate for breakfast. Okay, so yeah, if you see Facebook, if you're traveling and you're in a restaurant, you put things up on Facebook, whether you're having breakfast. So here it says Twitter is not just your friends telling you what they ate for breakfast, but it's more than that, the content what you get there. Increasingly, news stories that arise, a tsunami, a plane crash, a score of a hockey game or a cricket match, arrive in tweets from people we follow on Twitter. So again, it's telling about how instantaneous it is. Like anything happens, and in seconds you have the update there. So that instantaneous it is, and like the what the founders thought about it. It should be so. I mean, if they think about it, they're right. There should be two things about it. Twitter is for microblogging. Twitter is the real time is for real time updates. Okay, value proposition, real time search. So in Google, you find what's already happened, but in Twitter, you find what's happening now. Twitter is for news. Yeah, if you see these news channels as well, you can see Arnab, asking for hashtags. So it's basically asking people to involve in the moment right now. So you have all these media channels have asking you to write in Twitter with the hashtags they have. So as it has more popularity, more people use it, so they gain more strength in use. Twitter is for opinions and opinionated people. So Twitter is for a public person. So it basically means you're out there discussing your opinion to out in the public. And you can make use of Twitter for customer service as well. Earlier I told you on Facebook there is a Samsung page which help support, and the same way they have a Twitter account as well. It's Samsung support. So if someone tweets about they're having an issue, we have a small example here. So it says, we understand your frustration. We'd like to help you resolve this for you. Are you able to use the same regarding the his problem you mentioned there? So minute they are tagged, if they have these, they'll definitely have a team who'll be looking for what are they tagged for, and they respond immediately. Okay. What do I use Twitter for? I mean, what you should be using Twitter for? You'll get updates on news and politics, get the latest local and global news, watch political events as they unfold, and take part in communities and social movements. Sports, see, be from Olympics to IPL, where you get real-time update on the scores. You can also see what stars have to say about it. Okay, they may not be comfortable sharing everything on the media, but they might have their own Twitter account, and they'll be sharing their perspective about it. Pop culture. See what your favorite celebrities are up by following them on Twitter. Like if they're coming up with a new album or a new what do you say? What do you say for artists? Their new travel plan and they're coming up with something. Okay, they call it tour. So if they're coming up with a new tour, so they keep updating on the Twitter. And influencers, find out what thought leaders and experts in your industry are saying. So each category will have influencers and connect with creators, artists, and celebrities. So you can be part of the community as well. Utility, get commuter info updates. Okay, this as well. If there are any sudden events, you have so many people up on Twitter that they keep updating on the situation and incidents what happened then and there. Okay, in terms of it says as a commuter info and updates, receive disaster updates and support and reach customer service agents without having to call. So that is a growth, 1,382% growth. So there's a small fact here. I don't know how far this is. There are more men among the top 5% of Twitter users than women. This compares to the overall Twitter users, which women account for 53% and men 47%. Okay, there just a statistic there. Okay, brand using Twitter. 67% of Twitter are more likely to buy from the brands they follow compared to FB. Okay, 42% of consumers learn about the product and service via Twitter. So here brands are making use of the reach platform what they can make. They can reach out to the customers for. And 67% of Twitter are more likely to buy. So the influence is so high. The 60%, 67% people are likely to buy a product and service if you have your presence on Twitter. And how consistent are you putting your posts? I mean, how are your tweets? So how to use Twitter? Listen and learn branding. You should have your branding in terms of how you tweet, your profile, customer support. Okay, if there's someone, if you have a business on Twitter and some of any of your customers having an issue and they tweet tagging you, you should be able to respond to them. So that's the customer support you provide. And mind you, that's visible to everyone out there. So it's very important to acknowledge the problem and try attending to it. So connect with experts. You might, as a business, also find other experts on this platform who you can connect and work your way through. So competition and offers, yeah. You get to know, see, as every business category will be present here, you will be able to see what the others are doing, and you can come up with uh, a very competitive offer, updates and press. So like I told you before, this is instantaneous. I mean, Twitter is all about now. Even now, if you open the Twitter account, you'll have the latest news what's going there from all sections of topics like movie industry. You'll have music, you'll have politics, and whatever is happening right now. Now they have created a separate for COVID as well. So don't ignore Twitter. So Twitter has around 310 monthly active users, 310 million monthly active users, almost same as the US population. So 350,000 tweets are sent every minute. Okay. So friends, Stalker was one of the early names they considered for Twitter. Okay, a day's worth of Twitter posts would fill a 10 million page book. So imagine the content what goes on Twitter. 10 million page book, that's a lot. So Justin Bieber has more followers on Twitter. These are some fun facts than population of Spain. Okay, Facebook, Twitter, and New York Times have been blocked in China. So we have few, we have blocked few of theirs as well. That goes on. Okay, 44% of registered Twitter users have never tweeted. So it's like more some of us like just as who have the account but not active. But as a business, it's very necessary for us, just to make it a practice, or you can say even a discipline. So you create these platforms, and then you keep it idle. It's of not much use. On a personal level, okay, but as a business, it's very essential. Once you start, you make it a practice. Keep. I spoke about being omni channel and omnipresent. So consistently, you work on a calendar, one or at least plan a post or a tweet or an Insta post, like something. It has to be there on the calendar, and you should work your way through. So it says, and if you look back, even through your business profile, you'll know you worked on all these things. And then rather than keeping it blank and when you scroll back, there'll be not much. So on a business profile, try keeping it active. So Twitter's used at work, home, usually during down times like commute and breaks. It says best time to post is, it says one of the facts it's saying here. So 12 to 3 p.m. and Mondays through Fridays. Okay, 5 to 6 p.m. on Wednesdays. So what are the busiest times on Twitter? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Tuesday and Wednesday seems to be really high. So what you can come up with this is when people don't have much to say and think. So this is the platform where they going into. One, they get their updates. Another one, like the founders say, it should be something they should think less and just post. And if you have a very good number of followers and friends, I think most of you would be having an account there and not shared to me. That's okay, but you would have got the experience. So whenever they find time and they want some interaction, so Twitter is the place they go. And if you see, it's mostly the weekdays they're doing it in the pattern here. Starts off on a Monday and starts dipping by Saturday. This is some of the facts. But why I'm telling you is you need to understand the pattern. And at this point of time, as business people or digital marketers, we should schedule our content in such a way. You should see when is the highest number of viewers, and when is that social media platform very active. And that point of time, if you schedule an ad, it reaches the most, and that will be a very value add for you. It says design your profile for maximum engagement. So whether you need to take a decision, is it a personal account or business account? Okay, Twitter B2B, business to business or business to customer. Sales funnel. Okay. All right. So let's go to the page. It's a fairly very simple way to set up an account. I've already logged in and created content just for the class, so we save time on it. So this will be a home section where you get the news feeds of what's happening and even your post if you have posted something recently. Uh, to the left are your options, how you work around. You have your home, explore, notification, messages, bookmark list, profile, more. Here is a section where we need to spend a little time later. This is the Twitter ads. So if you observe, most of the social media have their ad section, and the same with Twitter as well. The settings, display, keyboard shortcuts. Okay, on the right side, you have what's currently happening, and it will also have suggestions uh, to whom you can follow. I think yeah, there was a chopper which crashed and we lost two men in the army or the navy. So that's what's trending right now, and they have this hashtag, CDS General Bip and Tower. So whatever is happening currently, they'll have on the based on the hashtags. It can be politics, it can be entertainment. See, they have very clear only on Twitter, trending in India, Indian national news, and that's live. So this was a section which I was talking about. So for you, I mean, personally, if you have selected and following some Twitter channel, Twitter accounts, you'll get some suggestions by Twitter. Then you have the COVID-19 recent about updates about it globally or India, and you have a trending section here. So you even have them numbered. What is currently trending? You have the news, sports news, general news, and the entertainment section. So you can see the same here. It's quite global, K-pop, what's in Bollywood, like literally everything is here. One, this can be a platform where you share your opinions, and also this is a platform while others, people verified accounts share their opinions, and it's so instant. It's also a platform to get news about your messages. If you have any bookmark, any tweet that shows up here, let me check. Uh, exactly. Let's also see how other brands have put themselves on that. Okay, this is Nike's profile. So I was talking about being cohesive. See, this is one of the ways. So no matter what social media platform they're on, they have that typical brand feel. Wherever you go, it's quite simple, and the same is carried everywhere. Okay, let me bring up Nike here as well. They might have changed on the cover image, but the layout would be very much same. If something gets updated, and it will be done everywhere. all the brands, Jordan, Adidas, and they have a verified account. See that there was a tweet 5 minutes back, first trading day from New Era. So what's about happening about their company? So if you're interested in their brand, you can follow them. You have Lewis Hamilton. It can be a brand. It can be a personality you follow. If you like. So you have celebrities promoting themselves as well. Just see the format how they usually do that. They have links, hashtags, and even yeah, the link I was talking about. So this drive, these influencers and celebrities, so they drive the traffic from social media to their website. So it's very important to have influencers and brand endorsers like this. Here, it just brings you just to this page, landing page where of their website, where you add it to your shopping list and you check out the sale. So it's all simple, so simple. Otherwise, if you are here, you have to look for that brand and look for that product, and then you take a decision. But if it's an influencer like Virat, and you see that and you want to give it a go, one click it takes you to the page where you make the purchase. Not CB. Okay, this is going to be really good. They have around 5.2 million followers. Some throwback posts as well. So there's also brand building happening right here, and I'm sure most of you, if you are following, they have content, pretty good content on YouTube as well. So RCB has an amazing digital marketing team who work on all platforms, and you're very already familiar what following they have compared to other teams. So there's a brilliant team of digital marketing people working on this. Let's get back to the Twitter account. So what do we need here basically is profile. And what I need you to give it a try is, I'm sure you would have created a logo by now. Okay, add in a cover image, profile pic, just add in 2 lines, 1 or 2 lines about your company, about what you're doing, the bio section. And again, if you observe, most of them keep it really simple about the bio. See, if I can take it to other ones. Okay, this is FB. Go to Twitter. So they have it very simple here. Home of 7 times Formula One world champions. They live performance. Similarly, you can just take out other brands as well. I think Red Bull, Ferrari, which okay. Another example I would like to show you is we have Prime Minister himself so active, giving updates on what's happening right now. All the politicians, you have Amit Shah here, the President of India as well. So this is how Twitter is being used, and literally everyone out there who want to have a public message out instantly if they're working on something. So this news you might get tomorrow in the newspaper or a little later in the other sites and even on the TV. But here, as it happens, you would have an update. All the politicians too are making use of this. And this, let's see what are the options and what we can do on this. We keep your bio very simple. This is another a small task I want you all to give a try. It shouldn't take much time. It's your participation. Okay. It'll ask you for your name, your bio, location, and website if you have, and you can make it a professional page and choose a category of what it is. So I've taken this and I'll keep it education and save. Just work on creating a couple of tweets. I've taken one here. It's normal text format here where it says digital marketing, financial digital marketing now on Twitter. Follow our Twitter handle and know more about upcoming workshops. So you can do the same. If you have launched a company now, you can say your brand is now on Twitter and maintain that hashtag each time you post something. That's very important. No, that puts all the posts in one place. So if I go on Digital Edge, there might be other people as well, but yours also gets listed in that that hashtag. So keep one constant hashtag, name of your company or a particular word. Each time you're tweeting something, make sure it's there. And another thing, what you do is just see what is trending, and if it has relevance to your business, and if not uh, something which will bring in conflict, make sure it's a general word, and if that's trending, bring it to your tweet as well. So add in a video. Uh, I just picked one from pixels.com. See here. Once you do that, you have the option of promoting. So this is the section of uh, Twitter ads where you can create. I think on Facebook you saw the boost option. Here you can do this. It says increase engagement or grow your followers. There are two options right now. Okay. It says add a link to your tweet, so it includes a link. Make sure your tweet includes a link. Okay, let me see if it's that possible. We edit it. Oh, that's not possible. So let me take a tweet which has a link, or I'll create one if okay. This has a link. So this is the what you saw on Facebook Boost. So this is the other option for Twitter. You can set the range, location, very similar how we worked before. Choose age and gender. Okay, here you'll have in terms of dollars. How long do you want it to run for? 7 days. So it shows you an estimate with that budget, how much would you be doing? Start with 10 and then goes up to 25. What's your promotion goal that was already chosen as engagement and your audience, your total budget. So it's giving you a review before you create the promotion here. The total budget is okay, $175 for around 7 days. And once you do this payment method, I mean, this is created, your billing information is filled in, you agree, and then yeah, you have to pick a time zone. I think it takes a little time. I'll just pick one, any one here. Will ask you all the billing details. Once that is done, you can post, you can promote your tweet. Here you can promote your tweet, the poll you create. Okay, it can be an opinion poll. I've done the same here. The first one was a text format, a small tweet here, and this the video. And another way is, if you are not promoting just on yourself, you can create tweets which might add value for your viewers. Just for them to give, you can give them some information. So this was a tweet on this is a Twitter account on digital marketing. So I put in a concept of digital marketing structure of how an ad campaign would be. So similarly, you can just keep them engaged in a lot of content. Add in keywords, add in the hashtags, some emojis, and even once you upload your content on YouTube, you can share the link, and the same can be done on Facebook. Like keep it constant and uniform everywhere. So I've posted the link here of one of the session, the earlier sessions, the introduction. So you can say what is digital marketing intro session. You can say learn more from the intro session and put in. Just have these consistent hashtags. You can have quotes as well. Add a zip file and add in a quote, and you have your polls here. So based on what they choose, you'll get your options here. I mean, you'll get the answers here. So give this a go. Create your Twitter account, a business Twitter account, and to view this on a bigger platform, there's another site. I think it's called. Give me a minute. So this is the site. It's called twitterdeck.com. twitterdeck.twitter.com. So here you get to see all the tweets, the messages, what's in your homepage and trending. So if there are more people and this is a business account, so this is a great place. You can view it and even reply instantly if you want. Find out what's trending. So it's created in tabs if you see 1, 2, 3, and 4. Based on your interest and requirement, you can drag them around. So if you're getting in live messages and you want to put in a tweet. This is your home where you get the news feeds, your notification. So you can make note of this somewhere. It's called tweetdeck.twitter.com. So it gives you an overall view of what's happening, and you can add a further more columns. Like you can add in lists, you can add in the messages, mentions if you are mentioned, and your followers. Okay, if you have scheduled tweets, likes, what's happening. And as an individual user and limited followers, this might not seem much of use for you, but as your followers and your followers increase, this is a great place where you can view it all in one go. Okay, if you have another Twitter account, you can do that here. Let me add in this. See, list here is more like a group you add in. Okay, well, instead of updates, I'll see latest tweets. So here you can add in the members. So based on what you search here, you'll get the previews, or you can add in individual users. And later, once you do that, still not in the viewer section, add column. So you can create a your content here. Okay. That's a section you can work on, more or less like how groups you have. But this is collaboration of tweets. All right. So I told you before, the structure is quite similar on all most of the social media. If you're very familiar with one of them, the rest become very easy. Okay, you see awareness, consideration, and conversion. So always, if you're a new company, if you're a new business, you start from reach and then consideration. So then think about a company, and last is conversion. Let's start with the reach. So this is Twitter ad. How do you do it? If you observe, very similar layout. Few things here and there will be compared to Google Ads, it's going to be a lot more simple. Here you can promote your page. You can promote images. I'll say intro ad. Payment is just credit card, more option there. Okay, you've taken the reach as well. The campaign, objective was reached there. You can specify the start date, and if you add in the end date, so let's take it as 31st, 21st, 31st. Okay, next. Just you can here you can have the budget. So you can either have a daily budget or a total budget. Let's keep it to daily budget. And it's in US dollars only. Same. Okay, you see that campaign, ad group, and then the ad comes. And the right side you'll have your estimates. Very similar. Okay, I should have copied it from there. Anyway, I I have it there. So add. I'll take short form DE as the total ad group budget. That's again an option. It says total ad to specify your spend per ad group within your campaign. So if you have multiple ad groups, it specify what the budget you set for it. And again, the start and end date of it. It's not required here. And bid strategy. You can have target cost or auto bid. Let's keep it auto bid for now. Pay by impressions. So impressions I explained you earlier. How many people get to see that tweet or that ad, and Twitter will charge you accordingly. Okay, going ahead, you have demographics. So once you learn one format how you do ads, it's very easy on all the platforms. Gender, any age, all you can set an age range. Let's say 18 to 40. Location Bangalore. So it was chosen as India before. That's been removed and now in Bangalore. Language. Let me see if that's all. I'll take in English. Again, you can choose what devices it should be showed on. So if you choose India here, you get the network. What are the existing companies which provide network? I leave that blank as well. And audience. So here you have include and exclude. So if you have created custom audience, you can include and exclude that. Targeting feature, very important section here. Your keywords. It Twitter gives you the recommend based on what and you have the possible impressions for that 2.7 million global audience. That's taken, and it based on that, we give you recommendations. Okay, followers look like interests. What should be the interest? I'll take an education, online education. You can see what are the recent conversation topics. Yeah, for further more options here. Who saw engage your past tweets? I mean, you should have it. As we've not done it earlier, let's keep it blank there. And placements. Where are these Twitter ads shown? Home timelines, profiles. So this is a default option. You can uncheck it. You have profiles and search visits. Let's keep them keep it on. Okay, it says your campaign won't serve until you select a creative. Let me take this and you get a preview of it both on desktop and your mobile platform. So based on what configuration we have chosen, uh, apart our fans, our followers basically, it gets shown to these what you have here, estimate around uh, 385,000, 385K people to around 425. So choose your tweet or you can promote only tweets or scheduled tweets. You can promote your scheduled tweet as well. And if you have multiple accounts here, you can choose, but as of now, only one. So if you click on this, you'll know replies and mentions of what you're promoting right now. Another way is you can choose a poll. I'll just take this next. At any point of time, you want to, save it as draft and continue. You can give save that and get back again and work on it. So here again, you have a review of all the configurations you've done, campaign, ad group, and if creative, your ad. Once that's done, launch campaign. So once your billing details are in and it's reviewed, there's a small review which happens. Your like your campaign will be live. So here's the current campaign which I did on. Spend a 0% because I'm not giving the billing details there. So this will be your page where you get to know how your your promoted tweets are doing right now. There are a lot of insight options here. Tweet engagement, website conversions. If you provide a link and the same details, you can export it, export data to an Excel format or there's no data here, but if it's there, you get it in form of this. So if you're planning another campaign, another Twitter campaign later on, you can consider this data and work on that. Each section, ad section, in your audience, who are the ones who see, and what money has been spent for you, gender, language, platform, even the location. Where is your tweet being seen? So I request you to create a small Twitter account for your business and send in the link or the screenshot to our WhatsApp group once you're done. Okay, in which if you can add in a quote tweet or a poll or share a YouTube video you have uploaded before. So whatever you've done on other platforms, try sharing it here and then share that to the WhatsApp group. Okay. I think with this we come to the end of Twitter and email marketing and landing page. So are we good so far? Can I get
Yes, sir.
a reaction or reply in the comment section for everyone present here? I'll get to know you're there and you can end the session after that. Are we clear so far? Is it all good? Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. So out of 27, I've got 5 replies so far. And I get the replies of the one who are, putting in the effort and sharing it on WhatsApp. What about others? Are you in the session or just leave it on and you're not around? Okay, I just asked, have you followed through till here? Is it all good? If yes, let me know in the comment section. Just leave an yes. Any doubts? Yes, sir, followed. Okay. Yeah, I just see the familiar ones who have been putting some time and effort. Yeah. All right, all right. So that's what I'm saying. I see the ones, all the ones who replied so far are the ones you put. I mean, I've seen each one of your creators. It's come really good. I think the others are missing out on this. It's up to their individual interest, but I still recommend give it time, work on this. It'll be very helpful down the line. Okay. Um, this needs more participation. We're almost end of the digital marketing session. We have Monday and Tuesday, yes. So just make use of this, and it will be really helpful for you. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. Let's meet on Monday, 4:30.
December.
I'm sorry.
Are we going to finish the course by December?
Sorry, ma'am. I can't hear you. I think our coordinator will be updating you on this. Is that okay?
Sir, can you tell once again, sir?
Regarding. So I see. I just meant what I said is the ones who are replying in the comment section are the ones who I see are putting some efforts and sending it on the WhatsApp group. While we have more than 25, 27 participants, the others seem to be lost. I just don't want to name anyone, but I insist you give it time and work on this. I meant we are almost getting to the end of it. So put this to use and it will be definitely of some help for you down the line.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Let's meet on Monday.
Thank you, sir. Happy weekend, sir.
Thank you.